Hello, Familia. Hello. I'm reporting to you 9 hours later to show you how to not only create this beat, to show you how this is going to be a sweat-proof, bulletproof for my oily girls. What you think? 9 hours in, we're going to go 12 hours. And I will also have every single product I use tagged here in the video so you can shop or just get info about the product when you see the pop-ups on screen, because this beat is serious and it's mostly all Sephora makeup. We're going to go in for 12 hours. So let's see how it looks and let's see if we look gastadas, because right now, ooh. Okay, let's start. Familia, hello. I'm back by popular demand. So where my oily skin girls at? Come to the front because I got a video for you. We're doing a bulletproof makeup tutorial for oily skin. The summer is coming. I just got back from Coachella and that's literally what has prompted this video, because I did see a couple of you guys ask me how my makeup lasted in that heat. And let me show you. I'm gonna be using Sephora makeup. There's certain things that are not dupable. I'm just gonna say that, okay? First, you wanna start with skincare. I did it really quickly. I started off with the Zero Pore toning pads from Medicube, added all that to my face, let that dry down. Then I went in with a very creamy eye cream, which is the Desi Skin. Added that on my lids, let that dry also. I went in with the Haru Haru Essence. It's gonna sit on your skin well and glide very beautifully because this is a milky essence that gives so much plump and hydration to your skin. I let that dry for a few minutes. Then I went in with my moisturizer, which is the Volume Up from Memoir. Put that all over my face and my neck per the usual. Again, let that dry down for like 3 minutes. Then I went in with my sunscreen. Of course, we need to protect our skin every day, but especially now it is getting hot. As a brown skin girl, I do use mineral sunscreen, and this Desi one is my new favorite one. And this is how we are looking. I did my eyebrows, eyes, put a little bit of a lip stain on, the Huda Beauty one in Rosewood, with just a little lip balm. I want to show you my makeup on day one for Coachella. At this point, it was like 8 hours or 9 hours that my makeup was on. But mind you, I was sweating, I was dancing, I was trucking along the desert. It was hot and my makeup looked so good. And day two, this is my makeup. At this point, it was like 10 hours. I was singing, I was dancing, I was trucking along in that heat, and I had sweat beads going down my face. And look how good this makeup looks, okay? I was putting my glasses on and off, and I really wasn't getting a dent on my nose. You know how that usually happens. This thing right here is magic. The oil sucker is literally that. A little bit goes a long way, but you have to be strategic where you place this. You want to place it here, here, and here. You don't want to put it all over because this thing's a little finicky where it can leave you with some dry patches. So we're gonna add that here. That's it. Your T-zone is going to be the oiliest part and also the one that has the most texture. This not only dries your skin up, it blurs it. This is how your makeup's going to stay on and look good at the same time, because your makeup could stay on but then it looks cakey, you know? Want to make sure you tap, not rub. So you see here, you see how this versus my forehead, you're gonna leave it like this, okay? We're gonna move on to a foundation. I use these two on both days. I will always recommend for a bulletproof base is do something mattifying. Nowadays, you know, mattifying is not like matte how we're used to. Now we do have more foundations that are like a natural matte. That natural matte will adhere to your skin very well. Dior Forever 3WP Rare Beauty in the shade 23. A brush like this one's sold out right now, so we'll use this one. Something like this. This is the Morphe M107. Is going to place your foundation, which is your base. This is the most, well, one of the most important parts, because this is what's gonna hold everything together. I like to put the majority on the side of the face. On the side here, you're gonna get any sort of foundation brush, add the product here, and then you're gonna blend as long as you can. Bring it down the neck. Now that our foundation is nicely blended, we are going to start creaming our face up. Cream products are vital to this bulletproof base because the layers is what's gonna make your makeup last a long time and look good. We're gonna first add a liquid bronzer and then a balm. This is the Sephora 99 brush. This is the brush I will be using for both bronzer and blush. You're gonna blend it towards your hairline. Because I have a small face, I have to be careful how much product I put. We could just blend, blend, blend. Why can't I speak today? Oh my god. Bronzer is gonna go at the top of this ear, and you're gonna try to keep it there because we need a little bit of color back in our face since this foundation kind of just took it all away. And this skincare is already working for our makeup to hold together and hold well. Blend, blend. Take your time blending. Blending may take probably most of this time. If you want your makeup to look good in the heat and sweat and have longevity, blending is truly the key. Everything looks good. Bam. We're gonna move next to a balm. I've been really loving doubling up, especially when you're gonna be in heat. A balm is going to give you a little reinforcement. This Laura Mercier balm is more of a like soft matte finish. So this, I'm kind of like sealing the deal with the bronzer. It's adding it in the same places I added that liquid bronzer. This is not a necessary step, but this is what I did use at Coachella. And I'm telling you, girl, I'm telling you, we're nice and bronzed up, right? Great. Clean up this brush. We're going to go with a liquid blush, which is Hope Rare Beauty are one of my favorite liquid blushes because a little bit goes a long way. They come in several different shades and undertones. They last all day. They have a matte finish and satin finishes. Let liquids dry maybe 15 seconds, let it sit, and then you blend. This way it adheres to your skin before you blend it. Get to keep as much pigment as possible. And I'm blending right on top of that bronzer. Oh, girl. You know I love me some Jubilee from Danessa Myricks. This is a balm finish. This little combo right here. Oh my gosh, before I forget, I will have everything tagged here on screen. If you see the pop-ups, it's me tagging the product. If you click and buy, it does help my channel tremendously. But of course, no pressure. I'll have everything linked down below for you as well. We're gonna add the balm right on top. Right on top. You could just blend up so it looks nice and diffused. You want to keep it right here, this area of your face. I have a smaller face, so it's gonna look thinner because I can't spread out too much. Next, let's use a color corrector. You see this discoloration in my under eyes? We're gonna add a thin layer of the Huda Beauty in Peach. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm opening up a new one because I ran out of my Makeup by Mario one. We're gonna start fresh. We're gonna blend this out. I let this sit for, I don't know, a minute or so. We're gonna keep the majority of the product here, press it down, and then spread everything out here. You see that? Keeping your eyes open, we're gonna blend, 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 and then spread here. This way our discoloration is neutralized. A concealer that will last the test of time and forever, this Estee Lauder one. I'm in the shade 3W. This has a soft matte finish, just that much. We're gonna cut the cheeks. This is just gonna make us look a bit polished. This is where the trick comes. This is the magic. A soft matte setting spray is gonna help keep everything together. At this point where I have my concealer, you're gonna spray some on. You wanna use a soft matte, like this one, the Charlotte Tilbury one. One size, the powder melter, that's a good one. Now that we've had our creams on, they're a little bit dried down. This is gonna help stick down to your face. Get our foundation brush. We're gonna blend the foundation area of the face first. Then we're gonna blend that. That's why you don't wanna use too much foundation because we're layering makeup and liquids. You don't wanna layer in thick layers. You wanna layer in thin layers so that when you start sweating, the sweat kind of slowly protrudes the thin layers of your makeup as opposed to your sweat when you're sweating. And if you have thick non-blended makeup, that's when it looks super cakey. Trying to explain that as best as humanly possible. As always, ask me questions in the comments. You know we're always chit-chatting. Now that we have our concealer, because this concealer is a little soft matte, we need to hurry up and blend it because it's not that forgiving. This soft matte concealer will go on for hours and hours. and hours. Just blending the same way I blended that color corrector is the same way we are blending that concealer. Now we're looking like, okay, we look good, right? But you know, over here, we like to reinforce our steps always. I'm gonna go back with the cream bronzer, just a little bit. You see how we have that harsh line? We're gonna try to diffuse that a little bit. Move it here and here. Clean our brush. When I reinforce the steps, I like to use the cream products, not the liquids. Then the cream here and here. Reblend our concealer. And this is when you go a second time. Then we dry. Now that our base is not too wet, that's also another reason I like cream products, because they're creamy, they're not wet. If you're like, the difference, honestly, you can use either or. For me, if I have to choose, I'll probably go for like a Bulletproof makeup, more creamy products, because they tend to blend out very well and they take on body heat and skin warmth very well too. This is where the nitty-gritty starts. We're gonna get a pressed powder, we're gonna get a loose powder. This is the go. I use this all the time. Another really good one is this one, Huda Beauty. Maybe we'll use this one. For Coachella, I did use both of these. We're gonna get this dome brush from Morphe and Ariel. Press it in. This is strictly going to be for your under eyes and a little bit for your T-zone. You want to press that in so you even that powder out. I really like using a pressed powder too, because it also offers a bit of highlight, especially to the under eye area. I'm gonna just press it down like this. I would say like 10 seconds or so. You can bring it down here in the T-zone. To get a powder puff, use our Laura Mercier. Again, we don't want to use a lot. We're gonna press that in. I like to always start with the T-zone, right like this, and then spread everything out. I'm going around that blush and bronzer. This is the part where you just kind of sit here and blend it and set your skin without adding additional product. You just want to really press every nook and cranny of your face. I'm telling you, I'm gonna now go on to the blush bronzer, because again, this is another thin layer we are doing so that sweat doesn't get all in the crevices, you know? I got a little bit of the one size one. I'm gonna cut the cheeks here, right here. One size makeup is truly made for bulletproof makeup, because you know, Patrick Star does have oily skin and he gets it. I'm gonna highlight the inner corner like this and like that. That's it. I won't bake the rest of my eye. This will allow you to also highlight your inner corner, which will give you like a bright look. Now we want to use more mattifying products. A matte bronzer, I was gonna say blush, get a good amount. This is the Sephora 93. Pack that in so it is deposited into your face, onto your face evenly. We're gonna just press it in how we pressed in and blended out that cream. You wanna do like tapping motions more than like this. This, I always find that it moves my product around and I always end up with patches. I always see people online do this motion and I'm like, how does your makeup not look tore up? I have no idea. Blush, I thoroughly enjoy that lasts long. This has clay matte finish, which will allow our makeup to literally last. This is the shade Long Beach. Ooh, iced tea. Long Beach is a city out here. If you're like, wait, Magdalene, we're a little too matte, I want a little more, you can get these Kosas baked blushes. Is this the this is not my shade Thrill. This will add a little color and a little bit of natural sheen to your skin. I don't like to add too much because I'm gonna be sweating. We're not trying to look too greasy. We need this to last. The pressed powder I used was Dior. This is like a soft matte. I call it like a very matte with a bit of a sheen. You're gonna get a good amount. And now we're gonna start that setting powder that was sitting on the face. We're gonna move it. We're gonna blend it in with this pressed powder. So now we have a mix of setting loose translucent powder and then this pressed pigmented powder. This part is where we wanna take our time, just blend. If you're like, did I blend here? If you don't know if you blended it, go back and blend it. You're gonna just keep going, girl. Keep going, girl. And then with the same brush, we're gonna press any remaining sort of loose powder we have. How flawless the base is looking. This is what you want because this is what's gonna last. Oof. Oof. Okay, this is when we need to bring out the big Beauty and Danessa Myricks have these liquid blurring balm. These are a matte powder-ish setting spray. Danessa Myricks, I love. This one is great for right now. If you use this one when you have the cream products on, it's gonna get patchy. I've made that mistake. Don't make it. This is the finalizer. Well, one of the finalizers. Setting sprays is very important for sweat-proof makeup. This is truly what makes it bulletproof. I mean, the whole process, but you know, okay, I'm just chit-chatting. I'm running out. We dry. We dry. We dry. Remember that powder brush we use for the pressed powder? And our face is a little damp like right now. We're gonna press that in. The bronzer, the powder bronzer brush, the blush brush. We're gonna just tap, 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 press. This is layers upon layers. Okay, this you need will literally seal. Like imagine this it being a glue for your makeup. This is it. Once you look at your skin, is everything blended? Does everything look good? Yes. This is when you go with this bad boy. Don't be shy. Ooh. Ooh. Girl, I forgot the magic this does. I don't know why I haven't used it in a while. I haven't done like a sweat proof makeup. I knew when I was going to Palm Springs, girl, is it hot over there? And apparently it wasn't that hot. It was 90 degrees, but it's like 90 degrees desert degrees, not like city life, you know? Let me get this lip on. I'll be back. Oh wait, before I get this lip on, a quick tip is get your setting powder puff with whatever remains and put that on your lid on top of the eyeshadow you already have. It's gonna help your lids last a lot longer, especially in the heat and with sweat. And then you can always go back with your eyeshadow. This is the palette I used. It's not Sephora. And then you're gonna just go over and reinforce those steps. And really get that inner corner nice and great. Girl, we are bulletproof today. Oh my goodness, look at this. You see it's matte, but it's not dry. And you know we're doing a wear test. Sometimes I'm like, I'm impressed with my own self, but I'm like, no, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but you know with makeup, you have your good days and your bad days. And anytime I want to film that particular video, it doesn't go as smoothly. But today it's smooth, literally and figuratively. Look. So it is 10:40. Honestly, let's start around 9:30. I'm gonna try to come back at 9. Might as well the 12 hours. Girl, hopefully, because I get sleepy, okay? Something I've noticed that has really helped a lot with the way your makeup looks is Haru Haru, or any one of these. I really like this Haru Haru. It's a probiotic essence. I haven't used it in a while, and I started using it maybe like last week just to see, and I just feel like the hydration it gives your skin, of course, along with the other products I use, really help. When it comes to skincare, I don't like to put 35 products. I like to keep it a minimum of 5 products, especially in the morning time when I'm gonna do a full beat. And the reason is because if you have too much skincare on your face, that's when peeling starts, that's when separating starts. It just overwhelms your skin way too much. Imagine putting, hell, even 10 skincare products and then another 10 layers of makeup. That's a lot of stuff on your poor face. But I love those products. I will tag them here for you and in the description box. All of this makeup is so good, works well, it adheres well, and hopefully you were able to take away techniques on how you apply your makeup in these very thin layers so that it is a bulletproof makeup look, especially for us oily gals that are in heat. It's not hot right now in LA. It's actually gloomy today. You know I got the tea because I have oily skin and I'm here for the oily girlies. My lip combo is chestnut, almond, yash, and hodgepodge. It's not my favorite lip combo though. It's not my best work. I was doing too much. It's okay. It's okay. Let me know your thoughts. I cannot wait so you can see how things look. Well, you probably saw it already in the intro. Yeah. Let's go around the window actually. Yes. My content phone just died, so I'm gonna use my actual phone. So this is how we look in front of the window. Tell me. Bulletproof, yay or nay? You see how everything looks nice and smooth? Under eyes look good. But we don't look dry and tight. It's a little tight because we did use a lot of matte product, which is the process of like this bulletproof makeup. Well, let me know what you think. Ooh, girl, and look at this shade match. Perfection. It's been an hour. Skin looks good, huh? You guys, I made it. It's 9 o'clock. Almost. It's been 12 hours. We've had this sweat-proof, bulletproof base. I did get some footage for you. Around 4:45, this is where the skin, I see some oils and some radiance peeking through, but honestly, just barely. It's looking so good, so well put together. And as you guys saw in the intro, this is around, I would say like 6:30. This is what, maybe about 10 hours in. And here we are now, 12 hours later. Do you see anything budging? I think not. This is the type of base that lasts through sweat because we have so many thin layers, essentially protecting the sweat from breaking up your makeup. Typically, makeup breaks up, depend on a lot of things, but in a situation like this, if you are in a hot, humid climate and you don't have layers that are protecting the sweat from the first layer of your skin, it's gonna start breaking apart. There isn't a barrier there. So we created a very strong makeup barrier for your makeup to look good and for you not to look gastada. Because look, I have no oils peeking through like at all. Mind you, it wasn't hot today, but I did wear the makeup 12 hours, so that is a very long time. On average, I don't think we wear our makeup that long. Well, maybe we do, but I would say on average it's like 10 hours. So this is it. Let me know your thoughts on this sweat-proof makeup, especially for all my oily girls like you that are watching. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Again, I will have everything tagged and linked for you. And look, what do you think? What do you think? By the way, cream products, I really feel like cream and balm, which textures are very different, are the ones that really can hold your makeup together. And when I tested it out at Coachella, that's when I knew. That was the moment when I'm like, wait, like I literally have sweat beads. You know when your face is wet, the beads? I had that going on, and then I looked at my face, I'm like, nothing broke through. That's what we want. Okay, I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe right here. Don't miss out on any videos, and I love you. Bye-bye.